Am I going to fight crime as a prosecutor or help people as an attorney? What is the right answer? Which path should I choose?
And now, live from the Steel Twins recording studio in beautiful Traverse City, Michigan, it's your boys, the Cannonball, the Cannon, the Steel Twins. What's up, everybody? It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means.
That's right, voice acted night, baby.
And yes, Edgeworth is going to have a choice to make as we missed those lines at the end of the last episode, but we decided to use them to open the show tonight because it's going to come to pass in this next case we're going to be working on. So we are crawling towards the finish line here, kids, with the Ace Attorney Investigations collection and indeed the Ace Attorney saga at large. So when we do that final episode and that final game part, I'm probably going to well up with tears of nostalgia. It's been such a huge part of our lives for the past year and a half. Like, we started doing this, like, when did we start doing like the original Ace Attorney games, like on an emulator, no less?
So we did that after we got done with the Super Paper Mario series. So it had to have been, if I could look up the archives for just a minute here.
At least 2023. I mean,
it had to
have been, because I know that we went through all of 2024 by doing like the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, and then the Apollo Justice trilogy, and now this collection. It's taken well
since June the 6th, 2022, the day before our 38th birthday.
Wow, 2022. We are rapidly closing in on 3 years of Ace Attorney content on the Steel Twins Gaming. So,
here's Johnny. I'm writing home from church as I'm watching this. Zion has entered the chat.
Hey, be careful. Yeah, so I'm glad you're writing home. Be careful. So, yeah, let's just do this. Here's Zion. So, just, everybody, just be careful out there, just like Andrew said. So, so strap in, kids. We're definitely going to start digging into how do I mention this? Yeah, go ahead.
A turnabout forsaken.
Yeah. So what the heck does that even mean? Yep. Yeah. Get your popcorn ready. Get the logs of fire going.
And get that roasting ready, because it's time for him to roast some characters, man.
Okay. So we'll let you know who they are. So. I'm all jittery, and I've been looking forward to this case. Oh, Abby Alvarez has joined the chat. Have you guys played any other Capcom games like Mega Man? Funny you should ask. On our sister channel, Steel Twins Andy, my brother here has actually played some of the Mega Man games as part of Nostalgic Monday.
And speaking of Nostalgic Monday, I have also streamed all 3 SNES game Mega Man X games from this past Monday in one setting.
Yep, absolutely. So, so we've had some Capcom up in here as before, but we tackle all sorts of classics. We've just stuck with Ace Attorney because it's perfect it's a perfect mold for the voice acting series. Though, check out the archives for some of our earlier projects, including Paper Mario, The 1,000-Year Door, which I think is still one of my favorites. Super Paper Mario, which was a lot of fun doing that too. Basically a lot of Mario games, but I think another project of voice acting.
It was Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. We did that too. And speaking of Legend of Zelda, I streamed those games on Tuesdays. That's right, Legend of Zelda Tuesday. Don't forget about that. my previous two projects, my previous two episodes were Twilight Princess, but I like to go back and forth every now and then with, like, Echoes of Wisdom, Majora's Mask, maybe even Skyward Sword, or maybe even the OG 1987 version. Who knows? You ever played this party game called Crash Bash? It's basically a Crash Bandicoot version of Mario Party. We have not, and we haven't even heard of that either.
Well, I mean, it sounds intriguing. We have had our hands in Mario Party games before, so that might be a fun thing to do, like as an aside.
And it came out in the 90s. That may actually very well be a pretty good Nostalgic Monday. Objection! Hey, Triforce Hero, it's Chris Lamson. He has joined the chat.
That's right, my friend.
You interested in playing fan-made games? You know what? Maybe we are. Maybe. Might be a good side plate. Who knows?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that'd be a great idea.
Yeah.
We've toyed around with what are those two games we talked about as part of voice acting? We thought of Tyrion Cuthbert, the
Attorney of the Arcane.
Attorney of the Arcane. We thought about that, and we've also thought about playing Ghost Trick. So.
Yeah.
If there's any Steel Twins fan games, well, if you mean Steel Twins fan games as games that we're fans of, I mean that's pretty much the bread and butter of our channel. So,
but anyways, if you're talking about games that my brother and I developed ourselves, tough luck. I don't think we've ever made any video games as of late.
Not yet. Not
games
yet.
About you, I mean. No, I don't think so.
No, we're not that famous yet. If we can only dream. So, we're so happy that we're getting this many chatters this early on, and I think let's just go ahead while we have the momentum and let's go and get this thing started. So let's start from
baby.
It's time for my second favorite part of the show. My first favorite part is finding out all the tips and not tips and tricks, but the twists and turns in the story. And every time we get to go whoa whoa whoa.
What?
That's my favorite. So, if you have a cap to your bottle or a pin on your can, you go ahead and pull that pin back or twist that cap off.
With a twisty twist.
And tonight's stream is brought to you by the Welch's Grape Juice flavored Ghost Energy Drink, which I got to tell you, we've had this a couple of different times. It's you want to talk about a burst of nostalgia. It gives you your caffeine. They don't pay us to do this. But not yet anyway.
I know a guy who's making a Mega Man inspired game, and the demo's about to come out. You mean like Mega Man? Is it Mega Man Maker by chance?
No, is it Mega Man X Corrupted by chance? Because I've been seeing a lot of videos about that fan project. It's been going on for 10 plus years. And
oh yeah,
I
remember that too. If I end up playing that, then hell yeah, I'll definitely stream the hell out of that.
Or it's a Mega Man inspired game. So hey, yeah, let us know what it is and when it comes out, and we'll figure it out. So before we get too far into it, hey, package, what time is it?
It's time to get bombed.
Cheers.
Cheers, Mike.
Oh man, that hits a spot.
Ooh, brother.
It's not good. It's a Chanel level. He has a channel called Leveling Sector. Interesting. Yeah, sure, man. We'll consider taking a look at that when we have time. Live scene.
Yeah. Dad just sent us a picture of his meal, chicken parm, and chicken parm you taste so good.
That's great. Yeah, my phone's upstairs, by the way. I'm not gonna worry about getting it. But hey, so yeah,
get down to boogie.
Yep, get down to boogie, and again, it's also another sound check. So yeah, let's get into it.
Oh, in case you're wondering.
Like, oh my God, I'm so ready for this.
Prepare yourself for the inevitable.
Yep. Just wanted to see what you guys think.
Yo, man, that was whack.
Yeah, dude.
Okay,
New items unlocked in the gallery.
Well, we'll take a look on that. So here we go. New episode, new level, and we will hold on saying the title until it starts. But let's get this show on the road.
Let's go, ladies. We're on the clock. Time to go to work.
And I'll say it. Episode 4, A Turnabout Forsaken. What's going on here? I hereby call this meeting to order.
The community is gathered here on the side of the gods to pass fair and frank judgment.
Oh, Jesus.
The purpose of this hearing is to assess the professional competency of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Oh, sorry. Could have been Gavel.
Are you?
Who? Oh.
Why are you wearing that raincoat?
Oh, shit. That's the raincoat the assassin wore.
No!
What, did she get pushed off the tower? What the hell?
What? No! You can't mean.
Don't kill her
Sweet
off.
sweet baby Jesus Christ in heaven. Kay! No! I tolerated you! Fingers crossed, Zion. Fingers crossed. April 5th, 1:23. April 5th, 1:23 p.m. High Prosecutor's Offices, room 1202.
And Chris Lampson says, I had an idea for a stream series called By the Book. I play games following the game guide page by page, see things I've missed on my favorite games.
Ooh,
That's a
nice.
great idea. So, action.
Will you please stop pacing, Detective? You're kicking up dust.
But I've swept up the floor 3 times already.
Let's sweep it a 4th.
They're gonna take your badge, Mr. Edgeworth. How can you just stand there cool as a cucumber?
Hashtag Steel Twins approved.
Damn right.
We don't know for certain that they will.
Well, it sure seems like they mean to. Judge Gavel pretty much spelled it out.
Truly, you are proving to be quite a threat to the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. As such, you give me little choice but to report back on your continued transgressions. No doubt you will be called to appear before the committee in due course.
The stream has also been sponsored by my fist and the person who allegedly killed Kay. We don't know she's dead yet, kids, but man, I hope. But whoever's harmed her,
His face, I mean, up.
yeah. No, listen, we'll find out.
You may continue. She said that I would. She said that I would be called to appear before the committee. Nothing more.
Well, I don't care. I won't stand for it. What if we never get to work together again?
I'd have thought you would welcome the prospect, Detective. After all, it would mean you could work with someone less problematic.
Don't say that, sir. I've never heard anyone except that stupid committee say you're problematic. You're not just looking for an excuse, are you? To become a defense attorney, I mean? Because I won't let you. You're Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Prosecutor, you hear?
To become a defense attorney, huh?
There you go.
The circumstances of my father's death set me on the path to becoming a prosecutor. But I'd only been interested in the law to begin with, thanks to my father as well, and his work as a defense attorney.
You're gonna keep fighting crime as a prosecutor, or help people as an attorney? Something tells me you got a big decision ahead of you. One only you can answer. You listening, Mr. Edgeworth? I said I won't let you do this.
Really, Detective, there's no need to be so dramatic. Who knows? The next prosecutor you work with might be a little more lenient with your salary assessments.
Huh? Really? So, no more instant noodles? I mean, no, what are you saying, sir? I don't care about any of that stuff.
But you thought about it, didn't you? If only for a moment.
Why doesn't he just hire Gumshoe as a detective, as a defense attorney? They do that all the time. You know,
right?
You ever watch Perry Mason? Anyway.
Okay.
We're busy in here. Come back later.
Hey there. Is the prosecutor in? Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth?
Look, pal, what part of we're busy don't you get? Wait outside, and I'll be with you in a bit.
Hold on, I would pay to see Gumshoe behind the defense desk.
Maybe.
Oh, that's not good. Your face is as red as a tomato. Red face, gritted teeth. Let's see.
Yeah, I said we're busy.
Wait, that's it. Stomach cramps, right? No need to worry. It's nothing an injection can't cure. Now roll up your sleeve for me. It won't hurt. Much.
Famous last words. No thanks, pal. I'm healthy as can be.
Oh my God, she's roast-worthy. Get him, Zion. Get her, Zion. I can't wait to hear what he has to say.
It sounds, well, you know, it sounds, go ahead.
And who might you be?
Oh, sorry. I totally forgot to introduce myself, huh? The name's Needler. Florence Needler.
Ugh. Yep. Yikes. Hell of a name to be born with. Anyway.
I'm a nurse at Hertz Hospital.
Another hurt. Get it? Well, nobody here is hurt, so are you sure you have the right room?
Yeah, you're Prosecutor Edgeworth, right? Wow, those are some deep furrows in your brow. Are you feeling all right? Suffering from a severe headache? I could give you an injection that'll...
I'll be fine, thank you. Could you please just tell us what you're doing here?
I need
her to shut her big forehead ass up before I plant a plane on it.
She does have a rather wide head.
Yep.
Huh? Oh, sure. Well, it's like this. I brought somebody to see you. Wait right there. I'll go grab her.
What?
Wait! Wait!
The hell is going on here? Too late. I wonder who she brought along. If she's here from a hospital, maybe it's a patient? Someone you cut down the sides with your trademark rapier wit?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Looking like Pennywise's daughter. Where's Georgie at? Ugh. I don't know about that, but...
Beats me.
See? That right there, sir? When you glare at me like that, I lose the will to live. You don't want to send me to the hospital, do you?
Surely he's exaggerating. After all, that's the look I always give him, and nothing's happened so far.
Oh boy. Knock, knock. Oh.
Man.
Wo is das?
Sorry to keep you fellas waiting. Well, thoughts?
I'm sure when you speak, I get secondhand stupidity. Thoughts on what?
You don't recognize me?
Listen to that music as carefully as you can, Cannonball, and think about what it reminds you of. There is something about her. Something familiar. Like, hold up, but damn, that's Kay. We gotta prove that.
Wow. That's what I was thinking too. I'm like, son of a... Whoa. Okay. All right, let's keep going.
This had your name on it.
Oh, he says he knows because of the eyes. Clever. Let's find out.
So I thought, just maybe.
So you really did put somebody in the hospital.
Don't be ridiculous, detective.
But look, sir, your name's right there on the card. Public Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, plain as day.
Be that as it may.
I'm so sorry. What she's trying to say is she has amnesia.
Oh, no. That's no good.
Oh, man.
Amnesia?
Yes, at least that's what they tell me. Her parents must be so worried about her. I bet they've only been getting around 8 hours of sleep each night. You gotta feel for them.
What? You're supposed to get 8 hours of sleep, you dummy.
You big dummy.
Anyway.
Do I, though? Because that's quite a lot of sleep, if you ask me.
Oh, tough break. But don't you worry, all right? Since you had his card, that means you really must know Mr. Edgeworth somehow. So just sit back and we'll take it from here. Right, sir?
Dumbass, how did she get her degree in nursing?
Probably got it out of a Cracker Jack box.
At the very least, we might be able to help you figure out your identity.
Really? Will you?
It's going to come down to what you remember, but yes. Or a box of damn Lucky Charms.
Maybe.
You don't have to be Lucky Charms.
Now that's the Mr. Edgeworth I know. Don't worry, miss. You're as good as healed.
Let's not get carried away here, detective. I'm a prosecutor, remember, not a miracle worker.
A box of goddamn rocks.
Yep.
Anyway. Who are you? Who are you? Okay, I know we're kind of trying to make light of a situation, but this is like really like sad.
Yeah, this is getting serious, folks. Where do we even start?
So, do you remember your name, miss?
I'm sorry. She's been like this since she came in yesterday.
So she's only been in the hospital for a day.
No way! That's amazing! How did you figure it out so fast?
How can one person be so emotionally draining?
They found her wandering around late last night and brought her in. I wanted to
Gumshoe,
help
didn't
out.
that dumbass nurse say she had... Gumshoe, didn't that dumbass nurse say she had amnesia? You gotta be the epitome of dumb. Whatever.
I wanted to help out, so I went through her stuff to see what I could find.
And did you find anything apart from my business card?
Nothing with her name or home address. Oh, wait a second. She was wearing this. It's a pretty unique design, right?
What?
What?
That's the Yatagarasu pin!
Oh my God!
This pin!
What the heck? That Yatagarasu pin! Does that mean... But it can't be!
Kay, is it really you?
Yep, that's proof.
Okay.
Yatagarasu pin, data jotted down on my organizer. The Yatagarasu pin that K always wears. I done told y'all!
You nailed it, Zion. You nailed it. But yeah, nice catch. Oh my God! But now okay. So now this whole case, well, not this whole case, but part of it's going to be trying to figure out how to get this kid to remember who she is.
It's you, isn't it, K?
I'm Kay.
Come on, Kay. You really don't remember? Look, it's me, Gummy. That's what you always call me.
Gummy. But you're an adult. That's so rude. I don't really call you that, do I?
God bless her little absent-minded heart. God bless her indeed.
I'm so sorry. I can't believe I feel so guilty now.
Whoa. What the heck happened to you? I've never seen you so polite. Being polite and sensitive is just not... Where's the Kay I know? You're nothing like her.
Careful, detective. We wouldn't want her to get the wrong impression.
Yeah, hold off, Hold off, Gummy.
You make it sound as if Kay isn't normally a polite or sensitive soul. Yeah, Kay is usually the good type of jackass.
Right.
Zion, really?
No, he actually kind of nailed it.
Yeah.
Just I would use different words, but yeah.
Perfect. Not that he's wrong exactly, but...
Wow, this is crazy.
Okay. Yep, gotta hydrate. Sorry about that.
So, what kind of person was I before?
Well, first of all, your full name is Kay Faraday. You're bright and fun and full of energy, and oh yeah, you're a great thief.
A great thief?
There's a little more to it than that, but yes. Thieves generally steal other people's valuables from their dressers or vaults and...
Steal? But that must be so awful for the people I took things from. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know I was a criminal. Maybe I lost my memory as some sort of punishment.
No, that's not what I meant at all.
I don't think that did her much good, sir.
But it sure explains one thing. Look at these gloves. They're just the kind of person like that would wear.
That's her outfit.
Yep. If you needed to know. Hey, that outfit.
It's what she was wearing when they found her. But we had to get her to change out of it and put on hospital clothes. So that's why I have them.
There's something on this part here. Could it have something to do with how Kay lost her memory?
I'll send the outfit over to forensics later and see what they can figure out.
Please do, detective.
I didn't catch it. What was... Oh, hang on. What part? What is he talking about? Anyway.
Boy, they really are some thiefy clothes, huh? I'm a criminal.
You may be a great thief, but you've never committed a crime in your life.
I'm still
happy that I was...
Yeah, I'm still happy I was right. Well, hey, I mean, you caught it before I had an inkling, and the music kind of tipped me off, but I'm glad you found out because of the eyes. Yeah, that's a good catch.
Yeah, great catch. Rest assured, you are no criminal.
If you say so.
Perhaps we better leave it there for now.
Yeah, hold off. Memory loss.
I'm sorry. I wish I could remember who you are. How do we know each other exactly?
Well, that is, how do I put it into words?
Kinda hard. You're Prosecutor Edgeworth's assistant.
I am? So a prosecutor is the head of some sort of great thief network then?
No, not quite.
We last saw Kay 2 days ago. Perhaps we should try to figure out what she's been doing since then. Was the pin the only item on her person when you received her, Nurse Needler?
There were a few other things, but I doubt any of it will be of much use to you.
I'll be the judge of that. Could you please show them to us?
Well, all right then. In no particular order, I present...
A Jammin' Ninja mask? Was she at a show or something?
A letter, and it's addressed to Kay.
Dear Kay, don't worry. I'll make sure you blank precious thing back. Rosie.
What?
Who's Rosie? Anyway.
Next, a ticket stub. And finally,
Big building. Mooring platform. Entry ticket, April 4th, 7:28 p.m. Student, $6. Used limited day of purchase, non-refundable. Big building. Again, horrible pun. Anyway. A fake flower. The kind people like to spruce up their bathrooms with, too.
keep an eye on that. It's a corsage, Detective, and they're usually worn by women.
And that's that. So, anything useful in there?
Kinda hard to tell. Frankly, I'm not really seeing a connection between any of them.
I should take a closer look at each piece later when I have the chance. Jammin' Ninja mask data jotted down in my organizer. A mask modeled on the Jammin' Ninja's face, made of cheap plastic. Letter data jotted down in my organizer. A letter K was carrying. It is addressed to her. Ticket stub data jotted down in my organizer. Stub from a ticket granting entry to the viewing platform on top of the big building.
So it's viewing platform. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. And magenta flower data jotted down in my organizer. A magenta flower made of fabric that is usually worn on the chest as a decoration, also known as the corsage.
This is bad. How do we get Kay's memory back? Can't just let her stay like this forever.
Calm down, Detective. I have an idea.
You do? I knew you'd come to the rescue, sir. So, what is it?
Look closely at the ticket stub.
Oh, it's for the viewing platform at the top of the big building.
The big building? You know the place?
Everybody knows it's silly. It's the hottest date spot in town. They say that if a couple holds hands while they're up there, they'll stay together forever.
This is yesterday's date, and the ticket is only valid on the date specified.
Plus, it's a stub. That means she used it, right?
I think it's a distinct possibility. Well, shall we go see what we can find?
Now? Just like that?
The only way to figure out how Kay lost her memory is to retrace her steps.
But what about your thing with the committee?
It's not for a little while yet. We have time.
Great. So, can I leave Kay with you?
That would be for the best, but you don't mind, do you, Kay?
Oh, of course not. Thank you. Alrighty then. Back to work I go. If you need anything, feel free to give me a holler at Hertz Hospital, okay? I can come running with a syringe or three, wherever you might happen to be.
Yes. Yes, thank you. I doubt we'll be needing that particular service.
Never say never. Anyway.
Now then, Detective, shall we get going? You too, Kay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, of course.
All right, here we
Oh,
go.
it's so crazy. Okay, it's so mellow now. April 5th, big building, plaza.
Now take a look. Take a look at the character on the upper left-hand corner.
Oh yeah, so there's a guy standing there. All right.
Well, those clothes, don't they remind me of one Penny Nichols?
I don't know. Let's find out. So according to this pamphlet, the big building's 50 stories high. It's all offices inside, so the viewing platform up top is the only part that's open to the public. Here, this one's for you, sir. They were handing them out for free in the ticket area.
How very kind of you, Detective. Big building pamphlet dated, jotted down on my organizer. Contains a cross-section of the building and a plan of the viewing platform.
I kind of want to take a look at this evidence too, but yeah.
All right, I think it's time we headed inside.
Look out! The big building! It's about to fall! What?
What? Who is that?
We gotta do something! Oh, this guy. No, please, I'm begging you, stop! It's no good. Without fresh milk, my thoughts aren't getting through to him. What? What's happening here? What's going on with the building? Just stay calm and talk to me, kid.
Cut!
What? Oh no.
I'm so sorry. We're shooting a movie, so could you,
Oh my God. It's the assistant from the Steel
Turnabout Samurai
case. Turnabout Samurai. How about that?
Though some men actually put artificial flowers in their suit lapels. I know I'm way late, but I was talking with my nana. No problem, Zion. You do you, boo boo.
But yeah, no, you're right though. You know, go ahead.
Ah, yes. I thought as much. Forgive our intrusion. We'll get out of your way. Detective.
Oh, sorry. Really had me there for a second. Yeah, whatevs. Hey, director guy, can we take 5? I can't work under these conditions.
I'm so sorry. Sorry. Oh, gosh.
So they stopped the building from falling down? That's good.
I wish we had time to explain, but maybe later. Come along, you two. Let's make ourselves scarce. Okay. April 5th, 2:18 p.m. Big building. Viewing platform.
Look at this. Ooh. Huh. That cotton candy stand looks awful familiar. Whoa, get a load of that view. Feel the sun on your face.
The wind is very strong up here.
That's okay. You just stand behind me or Mr. Edgeworth here. We're both more than big enough to keep the breeze away.
Speak for yourself. Well, Kay, does this place bring back any memories?
I'm not sure. Have I really been here before?
Perhaps simply encouraging her to talk will help. Kay, please. Any thoughts or feelings that come to mind might be a clue we can use.
All right. I don't know if this will be of any help at all, but...
Well, let's talk to us, Kay. What I remember.
I still can't be sure if I've ever been here before. It's so high up, and the wind is so strong. It's terrifying. I don't remember. I just don't remember anything. It's no good. I'm so sorry.
Well, I know exactly what we could do to jog her memory in that first statement. Huh. No dice, huh?
I'm sorry. I feel so useless. I know I'm supposed to have all these memories, but I just can't remember.
You
You have amnesia, Kay. You have amnesia, Kay. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Listen, sir, maybe just this once, Try not to be so intimidating, okay? At the very least, don't use your trademark glare on her.
Nobody asked for your opinion, detective.
So I'm gonna throw a dart here. Check it out. Go ahead.
I still can't be sure if I've even been here before.
Let me see if let's see what happens when we pull this out.
Objection!
Nothing.
Objection. All right, Kay. Take a look at this and tell me what you see.
Okay, I see a man in red. He has these deep lines in his brow, and he's putting a lot of pressure on me.
Ugh. She's not talking about me, is she?
I'm not so sure that piece of evidence has anything to do with her statement, sir.
I think you might be right. Let's take another careful listen to her testimony.
All right, can we just... Okay, this letter's killing me. Let me look at this. A letter Kay was carrying. It's addressed to her. It says here, Dear Kay, don't worry. I'll make sure you get your precious thing back. Weird. Okay.
Yeah, we don't know about any of that just yet.
Well, okay. Okay, so here's the viewing platform. And then there's a tree, there's a stand. Not a whole lot to look at. All right, and then this magenta flower. Okay, let's take a look at the back of it. Oh, guess I can't do that.
No, can't.
What about this? Nope, can't look at that either. Let's look at the Yatagarasu pin. Oh yeah, we can do this.
This is the pin Kay always wears. It's shaped like the mark of the Yatagarasu, and it's very eye-catching indeed. I can't imagine any thief other than Kay would want to wear it. No, nothing else. That's good.
All right, never mind. Okay, anyway.
I still can't be sure if I've even been here before.
What's story mode say?
It's so high up and the wind is so strong, it's terrifying. I don't remember. I just don't remember anything.
Hold it. If nothing is coming to mind, then just take a look around. Do you recognize anything? Anything at all?
Let's see. Ah, cherry blossoms.
Go on.
I was standing under the cherry tree. Yes, I was trying to stay out of the rain. It was raining. I remember now. And there was a red something.
So it was raining. She was underneath the cherry tree. And she saw something red from where she stood. But what?
Was it something I said?
No. But if you could add that to your testimony, we can explore it further.
But from under the cherry tree, I think I saw something red.
Well, I know she saw the guy in the red coat.
Hold it!
Let's keep pressing her, I guess.
Hold it. This something red. Can you tell me any more about it?
I'm not sure. It was just a red thing. That's all I can say.
What can we see nearby that's red? The cotton stand. Was it the concession stand over there, perhaps?
A stand? A red concession stand? Yes, I think that was it. Somebody was walking toward me from beyond it.
Wait, beyond it? No, it can't. That can't be true. I mean, it's on the edge of the viewing platform, isn't it?
Yep.
And then what? And then what happened?
Then, I'm sorry.
That's all right. If you could just add what you've told us to your testimony.
Let's see.
But there was someone walking toward me from beyond the concession stand.
Present that pamphlet. Objection. You say that you saw someone over there beyond the stand, and that they were walking toward you.
Yes, I could see them getting closer.
Are you sure it wasn't a ghost?
No, it was a person, I'm sure of it.
She remembers that much.
But from where you were standing, anyone you saw on the other side of the concession stand would have to have been floating in midair, hundreds of feet above the ground. So how on earth could it have been a person?
I'm not lying, I promise. Somebody read the stand. Somebody read. They were on the other side.
Oh.
They were walking toward me, getting closer and closer. And then they... Ah!
Hey, what's the matter? You're all right. We're here. Whatever it is, it can't hurt you.
I was pushed and I fell by a person in a red raincoat.
A person in a red raincoat who could walk on air? And who supposedly pushed her off the building? None of this makes any sense. Not the least of which, nobody could fall from this height and survive.
Yeah, that's the deal.
Kay's recollections data jotted down in my organizer. Kay remembers a person coming from beyond the concession stand and pushing her off the building.
Oh, there's a hatch there. Attention, everyone. Please stay right where you are. What's wrong, officer? I'm Detective Gumshoe. Mind filling me in? Yes, sir. A body has been discovered here in this building, sir. What? A body?
Whose body exactly?
Not sure, but we're still working on it. But what we do know is that the victim is a young woman. Uh-oh. And then her name is Kay. What?
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 No
What
way.
are you talking about?
What?
What the blazing? To be
To be
continued.
How long has it been?
48 minutes. Let's keep going. We go.
Charge! We go forward like a breath exhaled from the earth.
The next
With
thing
vigor
comes
in
to
our
light.
hearts. April 5th, 2:36 p.m. Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. Chamber.
What the shit? Hey, what is going on here?
What indeed? Wait, this room! Officer, isn't this...
Yes, sir. This is the trial chamber of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. So it's here now?
I knew that they moved out of the prosecutor's building, but I had no idea that they'd come here. Big building pamphlet data updated in my organizer. Contains a cross-section of the building and a plan of the viewing platform.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. And Kay, too. Uh-oh. How are you all doing? Is Kay feeling any better?
We heard there was some kind of incident. I'm sorry, but who might this be?
This is my grandma. Hold on one second. Name's Hilda Hertz, Sonny. And who the heck might you be?
It's a pleasure to meet you. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, at your service. Oh, hell. Nurse Needler, your grandmother's name, Hertz. Is she...
Yup, she's the director of Hertz Hospital.
This old fogey woman is the head of a hospital?
I think I've chuckled about the idea that he would use the word fogey. Okay, anyway.
Don't you old fogey me, you danged reprobate.
How did she do that?
She can read minds. Oh my gosh, this is so dumb. Anyway. Whoa, sounds like you're kind of a big deal, ma'am.
Oh, that's not true. Not wrong at all. Oh, him? He's the one looking after the girl, the one with amnesia.
It seems Dr. Hertz is a bit of an introvert.
This just gets better and goddamming better. Yeah. Yep. Anyway.
Want me to fix those brow furrows of yours, Sonny?
Maddie!
Thank you so much for liking the stream.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you so much. Oh, there's no fixing those, ma'am. They're downright incurable.
What? You're sure you want me to say that, Grandma? Well, all right then. Now, I don't got a dang thing more to say to none of you. You go on about your business, you hear? As long as that business don't involve messing with the deceased body, I got work to do.
Wait, please, wait.
Not a dang thing, I tell ya.
Hey, you can't talk to us like that. What gives you the right, huh, pal? The hell?
Oh, didn't I mention? Grandma's also a coroner. She's in charge of this case, which means, ouch! Which means exactly that.
What do you mean? Exactly what?
How am I supposed to know? She said it, not me.
Huh?
Someone get this introverted old baggy dry fart out of our faces.
Yeah. Huh? Like I'm trapped in a comedy routine I can't escape.
Well, we've got a body to be looking at. Catch you later, gang, and take care.
What the heck is their deal?
What does it matter? As long as we have permission to investigate.
What does it matter? It matters a bunch, sir.
What will you do now, Mr. Edgeworth?
Examine the scene of the crime, of course. What kind of prosecutor would I be if I didn't? All right, let's get to work.
That person over there is called K, right? Surely that means I can't be the K you know.
That's what we're looking to figure out. But don't worry. You're the K we know. I'm certain of it.
Thanks.
A K who lost her memory and a victim who shares her name. Both meeting their respective fates here at the big building. No doubt this case will be the key to restoring our K's memories. I'd stake my life on it. Damn it, I get angrier and more sympathetic every time I look at her.
Well, just breathe, brother. But I know I'm with you. We want to get this. Yeah, we want to get this case resolved so we can get her memory back.
The investigation! Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence Chamber! Go all the way up. Officer, tell me about the security arrangements for this room.
Yes, sir. You need a special key card to enter, sir.
Interesting. So not just anybody can enter. Hey, that's a good catch, by the way. If that K is an imposter, I'm going to be pissed.
She's
I hope not either.
She's not. Don't worry. She can't
Security
be.
key cards need. A security key card is needed to enter the committee chamber.
Yes. Hey, you got to talk to people.
In which case, the person who discovered the body would have been.
Yes, sir. A member of the committee. They found it when they arrived for today's hearing.
The hearing. My hearing. Which would be underway right now if it wasn't for this. You know, what's that pool of blood doing on that statue, though?
I'll take a look. I did notice that, yes.
An enormous semicircular desk with seating for 11. It almost reminds me of a certain legend.
I know the one, sir. The Knights of the, Brown Table, right?
Brown.
Let's hang on a second.
You big dummy.
It's like you and your... Anyway. Whoops. Guess that wasn't it. The newts of the Brown Table? The knives of the Brown Stable? Round. Dumbass sumbitch.
Further and further from the mark, but I'll refrain from mumming his nose on it. For now.
Okay, so, yeah, what is that? Ew. Was ist das?
It's a statue of the goddess of justice.
You sure know your stuff, sir. So, does she dole out blessings or what?
She's not that kind of goddess, detective. She's a symbol of the sanctity of the law. The scales represent justice, the sword, retribution, and the blindfold shows her impartiality. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention.
AKA...
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Yeah, gotta do that.
So, okay, I'll look at this
What's
first.
this blood doing? There's a pool of blood here at the foot of the statue. Judging by the amount and how it was spread, I'd say this is where the victim was killed. AKA, we gotta be nosy as hell.
Yep. But the body's on that table behind us, sir. How come? Interesting.
I can only surmise the killer must have moved it for some reason after committing the murder. Sorry to intrude. That voice.
Oh, shit.
Franzie's back!
Who are out? Huh? What's that, Grandma? I'd know that voice anywhere. That's Von Karma's little girl. Oh, so you two know each other?
It has been too long, Karma Hurts. And you as well, Miles Edgeworth.
What's she doing here? Francisca Von Karma.
Oh, my bloody piss. Franny. First of all,
She's back.
First of all, Zion, you better get that checked. I'm just kidding.
She is the daughter of Manfred Von Karma and a prosecutor like myself. These days, she's mainly been working with Interpol, though I thought she was supposed to be abroad.
Don't look so surprised. Where my investigations lead, I follow. No matter where in the world that might be.
Which means that there must be some kind of international angle to this case, yes?
You know full well that I've been pursuing a certain smuggling ring.
Shout out to the last game.
Yup.
And that I won't rest until it has been destroyed and its ill-gotten goods recovered.
So the smuggling ring is involved then?
That information is to be shared on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
Smuggling ring?
So
So basically, in the previous game, the smuggling ring was led by one Quercus Alba, but he says it was supposed. But he said that Manny Cochin was supposed to be the smuggling ring's leader, was killed by the Yatagarasu, but turns out Manny Cochin betrayed him, and of course Alba offed him.
Yeah. So it's in the archives. Anyway.
I see she means to be as helpful as ever.
Which means not.
Ms. Von Karma, was it? Grandma wants to tell you something. I'm about done here. Scene's all yours.
Jesus H. Crisps, that's insane! In that case, we'd like to examine the body ourselves, too, if you wouldn't mind.
I mind plenty. I remember where I heard about you now, you dang varmint. Don't need no soon-to-be ex-prosecutor messing the place up. Go on, get. Just remember it's not me saying this stuff, okay? Please, Granny, it's important. Who you calling a granny, little missy? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
This is getting nowhere. I didn't want to have to do this, but... Francisca, I need you to add us to this investigation. We have to see that body up close, or we'll never learn the truth about what happened to Kay.
As in, Kay Faraday?
Please, you gotta help us out here. Kay needs us.
I don't know what you're up to, but... So good. Very well.
Thank you. You won't regret it.
Of course, I expect to receive a full explanation when I grill you later.
We owe you, sir, big time.
I wasn't talking to you, Scruffy. Yeah.
Ah!
Well, Cammerhertz, will you allow them to examine the body?
I ain't about to say no to an international big shot like yourself, hun. But are you sure about this? Yeah, I agree with Grandma. Are you sure you're sure?
Of course I'm sure. It's my prerogative to judge the whole world in my name. That's just common sense.
Of the extremely arrogant sort, perhaps.
Suit
What in the
yourself.
chicken jockey is going on with the old fart's hair? Beats me.
Suit yourself, but don't say I didn't warn ya. Well, you heard her. Try not to get fired, okay?
Don't worry. It will take a lot more than this to ruin my reputation should things turn sour.
Unlike me, who's on the verge of losing my badge. Begin investigation! Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence Chamber! An enormous... Oh, oops.
I
Look at the body.
I wanted to take a look at that candelabra on the ground. What's this?
If things had gone as they were meant to, I'd be standing at this podium right now.
Yeah, guess so, huh? I'm glad the hearing got delayed, but I wish it wasn't because someone died.
Although it would have been that much harder to investigate had my badge have been taken away. The best thing I can do right now for all parties involved is to get to the truth behind this incident. And it won't take a lot to ruin your body physically. All right, so there's the candelabra on the lower right corner.
Mm-hmm. Well, one thing's for certain. Promises, Kay. What? Well, one thing's for certain. This isn't Kay. She doesn't even look like her.
I think we knew that already, Detective. Our case standing right over there, after all. The victim looks to be in her 30s. She's wearing a white suit.
Could be. She worked in one of the offices here in the building.
Perhaps, but for now, she remains unidentified. The question is, why did the police seem to think her name was Kay? I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Let's get to it.
So, okay, this is the thing I wanted to look at first. You think this could be the murder weapon?
A 3-armed candelabrum. The victim suffered the same number of puncture wounds to the chest.
Ooh, and there's blood tips on him, too.
Hold on. Wait, white suit, a hurricane to clean up. And also, is there after Labor Day?
Right.
Puncture wounds that could well have been made by these spikes.
A candle album?
Not quite, Detective. A candelabrum. A candle holder, in other words.
I gotcha. That reminds me. I forgot to pay my electricity bill once a while back, and I had to live by candlelight for a whole month.
Who does that in this day and age? Candelabrum data jotted down in my organizer, a 3-armed candle holder that may have been the murder weapon, judging by the wounds to the victim's chest.
Well, they were certainly... Okay, so anyway. What's this on her chest?
There's something pinned to the jacket here. A piece of magenta fabric.
Hold on a second. Look at this. This is also a magenta flower. This was found on... New one.
This may be connected to that flower, so...
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, yeah, keep going. Can I just punch the piss out of Gumshoe? Not yet.
He's a good kid. Anyway, piece of magenta fabric. Whatever it was, it looks like it was torn off pretty roughly. Uh-oh.
Deduce. Could this be related to the evidence somehow? Yeah, it's Eureka! Judging by its appearance, I'd say that the flower Kay was carrying originally belonged to the victim.
Yeah, now that you mention it, it does look like it's made out of the same fabric.
Indeed. Let's make a closer comparison.
The torn edges match up exactly. You got one heck of an eye, sir.
Magenta flower data updated my organizer. A magenta flower made of fabric that is usually worn on the chest as a decoration, torn from the victim's clothes.
So I'll tell you what, I think the killer's trying to pin this on Kay Faraday.
If the flower belonged to the victim...
Okay, we'll just keep going.
If the flower belonged to the victim...
This implies a connection between the victim and Kay Faraday.
Objection, hold it, take that, Eureka, all that bullpiss. This guy say the goddess of justice is a damn sham.
Furthermore, it appears that the flower was torn off with considerable force. Kay Faraday was involved in the incident somehow, and based on what we're seeing here, we may have no choice but to treat her as our main suspect.
You don't have any proof, broad. What? But there's no way she could have done this. I can't even begin to imagine it. There isn't a murderous bone in her body.
Just pissing amnesia, bitch. Yeah, no kidding, Zion. Nevertheless, we lack the evidence to disprove such an assertion.
For the moment, we're simply considering all the possibilities. Isn't that right, Miles Edgeworth?
For better or worse, yes.
All right, anyway, let's look at this.
It doesn't look at if there's anything in the chest pocket.
Nothing except this hole right here.
By the look of how the fabric was torn, I think it was pierced by something sharp in the candelabrum.
Can't keep your coins in there. Can't keep your coins in there now. They'd all fall right out.
Have you never heard of a change purse, detective?
Okay.
Okay, now I'm gonna go on a wildfire. If I were you, I would get to safety quick because I'm gonna roast Franny.
Oh boy.
Ouch.
Okay. Sure have, sir. It's another word for a pocket, right?
I give up.
Let's see. So she's got a bloody hand. I don't know what to look at next. I mean, there's so much. But let's look at this head wound here.
The victim's hair is caked with blood.
Looks like she was hit with something, huh?
Unfortunately, it's too early to say for certain. Perhaps an answer will turn up as we investigate further.
All right, so...
A pure white jacket with a deep red stain on its lapel. This jacket, the buttons are on the wearer's right-hand side.
What's so weird about that? Buttons always go on the right, no?
Not on women's clothing. Traditionally, the buttons would be on the left. Franny, I hate the way you walk, talk, whip, dress, and live.
Oh my God. Like I always say, sir, you sure know your stuff.
This is common knowledge, detective. Nothing else seems amiss. Wait, What's this in the pocket?
A pair of gloves, also white.
They don't seem to be soiled in any way. I imagine they must have belonged to the victim.
Okay, well, what's this? She's holding the key card.
It seems she suffered a serious burn to her hand at some point.
Or it could be a tattoo.
Maybe she just like men's suits. Probably.
You think it has
I know some.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You think it has something to do with how she died?
No, this scar's too old for that. I would imagine it happened some time ago. She's holding something. Detective, could you open her hand for me?
Yes, sir. Right away. What is that? Wait, I know. It's a loyalty card, probably from a store shelf.
It's a key card.
Why, sir? Why?
The question we should be asking is, what does it open?
I think we know.
Here.
Anyway,
Well,
we'll put
time
those.
to
We'll connect the dots in a second. I want to know, what is this?
This book.
What the? That's Kay's promise notebook. It's where she wrote down all the promises she made to her dad. Haven't seen this in a while.
Indeed.
Kay's promises to Daddy. Promise 1, never take things from a stranger. Promise number 2, never go anywhere with a stranger.
What the hell? Yeah, call back to Turnabout Reminiscence from the last game. A book of vows made by a child to her father.
Promise 3, always greet people with a smile, even people you don't know. Promise 4, never cry in front of strangers. Promise 5, always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand.
That could be important, folks. But what exactly is it doing here?
Yeah, what's going on? Oh, I just remembered something Detective Bad told me a few years back. He said something precious to Kay had disappeared from the station.
What? Evidence went missing from police custody?
Detective Bad said he looked for it everywhere, but no dice.
What could this mean? Why did it turn up here of all places?
What's going on here? Hey, Athena, you smell that?
I smell pot with a capital P-U.
Indeed.
You there. What do we know about this notebook, officer?
The victim was holding it when they found her, sir. It was the only thing with any kind of name on it at the time.
So that's how she became Kay.
Talk about a red herring. Still doesn't explain how she ended up with it, though.
If only we had a few more leads on the victim's true identity.
Let's see. So, okay, is there anything else here?
Connect your time. Time to connect the dots.
Let's connect the dots. Absolutely. So,
Rooms.
key card, room security. Ding.
I would imagine that the victim's key card probably grants access to this room, wouldn't you?
Ossifer.
Ossifer. That's okay, Ossifer. I'm a designated diver.
Anyway, let me go find out, sir. I'm back. They found some details on that key card in the security system. It's for this room, just like you said.
So the victim was able to enter and exit this chamber freely.
No, the owner of that card did. We can't be sure it's the victim's card. Anyway.
Assuming that the key card actually belonged to her, yes.
See, I'm one step ahead.
Indeed. Key card data jotted down on my organizer. A key card that grants entry to the committee chamber found in the victim's hand. Investigation complete.
That was quick.
Seems we're no closer to discovering the identity of our victim.
Then, am I really Kay? Can you really be sure?
Of course we're sure. What are you talking about?
Thank you. And that person lying there,
It's someone you may have murdered. But that's all we can say for now.
Oh, God damn it. God damn it, Francisco. We don't have any proof. No, there's no way she did it. Isn't that right, sir?
Indeed, I don't believe the K we know could have done something like this.
You're becoming a real softy, Miles Edgeworth.
Well, look who it is again.
That's Eustace talking.
Well, look who it is again.
I know that voice.
With a winning smile and the number one name in the business, it is I, Prosecutor Eustace Winner.
Oh, boy.
Please forgive the intrusion.
Step away from that body, Edgeworth. I didn't call for you, and I don't need you. This case is mine. It's what the victim would have wanted.
Huh?
You knew the victim?
So it really is her.
Okay, what's going on here? Oh, my ass
Oh
water.
my ass water. Why is he here?
But be not afraid, everyone, for the goddess of justice will guide us to the truth.
She sure will. Now that I'm here, everything is gonna be all right. Whoever did this will live to regret it. I'll show them weak.
Yeah. Miles Edgeworth, who is this imbecile?
Why am I getting the death glare? Why am I getting the death glare? I've got nothing to do with him.
Francisco von Karma, I presume? My apologies. I should have introduced myself sooner. Verti Cavell, at your service. And the deceased in this case is...
Rosie Ringer, attorney at law, and a member of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence.
Oh, shit. What is ass water? Don't answer that, please. Anyway.
Whatever you do. I see. That would explain the key card. So you're the lead prosecutor?
Yep. Which means this case will be solved in... Ah!
You didn't tell me your name yet, little boy.
No.
You want to know my name? All you have to do is... Ow!
Stop babbling and tell me now!
It's Eustace. Eustace Winner.
I think we've established where the balance of power lies in this particular room.
Yeah, good luck trying to win over Francisco von Karma. I don't even
want to know if... I don't even know if I even want to... Even if I want to say it again.
Then don't.
Nah, don't.
Mr. Guy in charge? Here, this is from Grandma. What's this? Ow!
Oops.
Sorry about that. Let me
You
try
forgot
that.
to change.
Let me try that again.
What's this? Oh, the preliminary findings. Looks like it's game over for you, Edgeworth.
This isn't a game, Mr. Winner.
All right, that's me done. See you next stiff. Yeah, home time. I could murder a bowl of noodles right about now. We're out of here, everybody. Stay healthy.
Eldune's noodles, everybody?
Jesus.
Let's see. So the wound on her head is from when she fell over after she died?
Eustace?
It was the candle holder that killed her, huh? And she died sometime late last night. Well, what now, Gavell?
It's very kind of you to share the coroner's findings with everybody, Eustace. But perhaps you should leave it there. We wouldn't want you to strain your voice, after all.
What in the Spyro the Dragon Nintendo Wii on a stick is Winner doing here? What indeed? We want to know too. Anyway.
No, that would be a tragedy.
Yeah. We wouldn't want you to strain your voice.
Coroner's findings. Coroner's findings data jotted down in my organizer. Initial findings of Dr. Hilda Hertz. Cause of death, stab wounds to the chest. Head injury sustained post-mortem.
Well, we already figured that out. Anyway,
that settles it. We need to arrest Kay Faraday.
what? Hey!
What? No.
What the heck are you talking about?
I think Eustace's meaning was very clear. Ms. Faraday is the murderer. And though she is dressed differently than usual, this young lady covered in bandages is Miss Faraday herself, correct?
You really mean to arrest her here and now? If you do, then I'll be forced to object, loudly and forcefully.
And as if further confirmation were needed, there it is. The committee was right to call your conduct into question. It is questionable in the extreme.
You don't have not one damn thing to prove that she did it while she's in the damn hospital.
Exactly.
That's good point, Zion. Yeah, good point, Zion.
Please, Mr. Edgeworth, just go. It's fine.
Fine? This is anything but fine, Kay.
I still don't remember anything. So, maybe I did do it. Maybe I killed that poor woman and I just don't remember. The goddess smiles on those who confess their sins. It is her wish that our confessions cleanse us.
Exactly. So she ain't doing shit. Right? Yeah.
She applauds your commitment to the cause of justice, as do I.
Judge Gavelle, Eustace, if you really intend to arrest Kay, could you at least explain your grounds for doing so? Goddess can kiss my ass. Not sure about who. I, for one, certainly don't intend to yield. Not until I've seen some evidence to support your accusations.
Then allow me. Prepare to be hit with a face full of deductive genius, Edgeworth.
Oh my God.
Okay. Right, time for an epic battle. Why I think Kay did it.
They call it the human race because somebody has to win it, and that somebody is me. I won this race too. I saw it before anybody else did. Kay Faraday is the murderer, no doubt about it.
Shut your shaggy ass up, Eustace.
She snuck into the committee chamber looking to do some of her trademark great thieving, which means that nobody but her could have killed Rosie Ringer.
No, wait a minute. That's not true. She couldn't get in because only the committee members get in there. That's the key. That's where the key card comes in.
And how the heck could she even be able to break into an electronic lock? You dumbass. Deductive genius? That was a total mess.
And if Detective Gumshoe is saying that, you know it must be bad. I asked you to explain your grounds for arresting Kay, yet you have explained exactly nothing.
True, but we haven't seen any proof of her innocence either.
Well, I'm gonna punch Eustace, I swear to piss.
I'll join you. I'll hold him down. It's all right, Kay. Mr. Edgeworth will pull off a miracle somehow. You just gotta believe in him.
My deductions aren't acts of divine intervention, you know.
Well, Miles Edgeworth, I'd hate for you to disappoint me, but in the event that you do, I will be sure to freely let you know.
Dylos has entered the chat. You know, there's something wrong when even Gumshoe can point it out. Yep. 100%, my friend.
Yep. Yeah, buddy.
I think anybody can point this out.
They call it the human race because somebody has to win it, and that somebody is me. I won this race too. I saw it before anybody else did. Kay Faraday is the murderer, no doubt about it. She snuck into the committee chamber looking to do some of her trademark great thieving. Except...
Well, how?
Objection!
Objection!
It's too obvious for words.
What's really sad is Kay, the only one to call Eustace useless winner.
Useless wiener.
Are you familiar with this room, Mr. Winner? It certainly sounds like you are.
What can I say? Winners know where winners go. I'm number 1, and 2, and 3.
Well, you're certainly...
And then never again.
And then never again. Right. Well, you are number 2. That's right.
In other words, the majority of your work is second, if not third rate.
Why do you
Shut your
always...
mismatch. Go ahead.
Why do you always have to make fun of me?
Shut your mismatched, small back, built like a clan toucan Sam, Yosemite Sam, goddamn ass up. Goddamn Eustace. Good one, Zion.
That's a good one.
You ever heard of White Men Can't Jump? I think that's where he got it from.
Really?
You can take it as a slight if you wish, but the fact remains that you seem unfamiliar with this key card.
What do you take me for? Of course I'm familiar with it. You need one of those to get in here. Don't you?
Have you no shame?
Yeah.
Mr. Winner, do you really even suspect Kay?
Of course I do. She did it. Faraday's the killer.
Then perhaps you can tell us how Kay got into such a secure room as this without a key card.
Yeah.
A masterful summary. I feel like Eustace is a murderer. I don't think so.
He's too dumb to be the murderer. No way, dude. No way.
Nope. Now, as we know, only members of the committee have key cards. Therefore, only they can enter.
Precisely.
Why is she agreeing with me?
Please, take a look at this. I had security pull the data earlier.
Uh-oh. Oh.
As you can see, the door to this room was opened at 12:52 a.m. with Miss Ringer's key card.
Every dummy has a smart moment. Different reasons, yes, but my point still stands. Key card record data jotted down on my organizer. Records of key cards used to enter the committee chamber.
Now, there's a blank entry right before that, 10:15 p.m.
We cannot know for certain, of course. But who's to say the culprits didn't enter the room with Miss Ringer and then kill her over some sort of subsequent disagreement?
It's certainly a plausible theory, but that's all it is.
You know, does Kay Faraday even know who Rosie Ringer is? I don't think so. Anyway.
Yeah. For one, it would require the victim and her murderer to have known one another.
Yeah.
Who says they don't?
Go ahead.
Who says they don't have a reason to suspect Gavel either?
Oh, no, she's hiding something, but I don't know what. Yeah, and Kay didn't know the woman. I'm sure of it.
Overruled.
Overruled. How can you possibly be sure of such a thing? That's pure speculation on your part, detective. There is no place for guesswork in the courtroom or at the crime scene. Hard evidence is what is required.
Because she also knows this place like the back of her hand.
I don't think Gavel's the murdering type, but...
In such case, are you suggesting that you have said hard evidence to support your theory? Evidence that Kay Faraday and Rosie Ringer knew one another?
But of course.
Uh-oh.
What?
I have here a letter.
What
Hey,
the...
it's so...
hang on.
Rosie, thanks so much for agreeing with the help with my plan. It's caked in blood.
What the fuck?
Oh, I would love to see this bull piss.
Oh my god. Okay, we gotta look at it anyway.
Well, we can't look at it just yet. Okay.
I have here a letter. Dr. Hertz found it in the victim's chest pocket.
Another of the victim's possessions, and you kept this to yourself until now? You planned for this, didn't you? Is that why?
It was the candle holder that killed her, huh? And she died sometime late last night. What now, Gavel?
It's very kind of you to share the coroner's findings with everybody, Eustace. But perhaps you should leave it there. We wouldn't want you to strain your voice, after all. Shall I read it for you? Rosie, thanks so much for agreeing to help with my plan. Now we can both get what we want. Good luck getting your revenge for what happened 12 years ago, Kay.
What?
What the hell? What the heck happened 12 years ago? Oh, anyway.
This would seem to indicate pretty strongly that the two of them were accomplices, wouldn't you say?
and one last what?
What?
Indeed.
Accomplices in a plot to steal from the very room in which we are standing.
No!
Wait! So your principal suspect is...
Ms. Kay Faraday, for this second crime, as well as Ms. Ringer's murder.
Victim's letter data jotted down in my organizer. A letter that appears to have been written to the victim by Kay.
Well, who's to say it wasn't forged? I mean, look
you
at
know
it.
what I'm gonna...
Go ahead.
You know what I'm gonna say, right?
What are you gonna say? Make sure you know the rules. Oh boy. Anyway, while we're waiting for that,
I'm the principal suspect?
Bull piss!
indeed, don't listen to her. It's all lies, all of it. You're not like that. You'd never do any of the stuff they're accusing you of.
Then how do you explain the letter, detective?
Unlike Mr. Winter, I suspected that Judge Gavel herself had some proof to support her accusation. But I didn't expect it to be quite so definitive.
Nicely done, Gavel.
Thank you, Eustace.
Hold it!
Hold it! We're not done here yet. I still have questions, and you'd better have answers.
Would you mind if I handle this, Eustace?
Be my guest. Have fun arguing Edgeworth into the ground.
I can't let them steamroll me on this. I have to find a way to take back the advantage.
Oh my God.
All right, here we go.
What is going on here?
Kay's letter.
As the letter more than adequately proves, Ms. Faraday and Ms. Ringer were acquainted. It seems Miss Faraday had asked for Miss Ringer's help in a plot of some kind. But, for whatever reason, their lives must have broken down. Ms. Ringer lost her life in the resulting disagreement, but she had one last card to play. The letter she kept safe in her left chest pocket, which spells out the name of her killer.
She's good. Better than ever, even. Think you can take her down, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, of course.
Don't do this out of pride, Miles Edgeworth. If you're going to fail, do it on somebody else this time.
Hey, whose side are you on, sir?
There is only one side to be on, Scruffy. The side of the truth.
Uh-oh. Looks like the kid's got something to say.
Well, if there's only one side to be on, then it has to be on the winning. Ah!
Quiet, you! My thoughts exactly. All right. Let's try to see what story mode tells us.
I have no idea what's going on here.
As the letter more than adequately proves, Miss Faraday and Miss Ringer were acquainted. It seems Miss Faraday had asked for Miss Ringer's help in a plot of some kind, but for whatever reason their alliance must have broken down. Miss Ringer lost her life in the resulting disagreement, but she had one last card to play. The letter she kept safe in her left chest pocket, which spells out the name of her killer.
I don't think so, Judge Cavell. Objection! Oh, the buttons are on her left, right? Yep. So the victim kept the most vital clue of all. Closest to her heart. How very touching.
The voices of the dead fight to be heard, and even then, they don't always reach us. But her voice rang loud and true, and it told us that Miss Faraday is her killer.
I think you may have misheard her, Your Honor, or perhaps an evil spirit was trying to mislead you.
Hey, you take that back.
Perhaps we should try listening to the words of the coroner's report instead.
By all means. If I recall correctly, the victim was stabbed on her left side.
Cuckoo, cuckoo.
No.
Yes, I'm afraid so. You claim that the letter was found in the victim's left chest pocket.
Right where she was stabbed by the candle holder.
Indeed, 3 puncture wounds to the chest, and yet not one to the letter. Miraculous, no? Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun, I say, winter's ugly.
Well, yeah, he's kind of a chode.
Well, Judge Cavell, how do you explain that? Because I can think of one explanation. That the letter was deliberately placed there after the fact in order to cast suspicion on Kay. Someone went to a lot of trouble to create the crime scene we see before us. And that someone is the real culprit, who almost certainly also forged this letter.
No!
It's clear that the culprit intended to frame Kay by means of that letter.
And you fell for it, hook, line, and sinker.
Objection! No, Faraday did it. The letter was in her other pocket, yeah.
Huh? Seriously?
The whole left chest pocket thing was a mistake. Whoever reported it must have meant their left.
Yeah. Stop your foolish floundering, you foolishly foolish fool! Or are you just that incurably foolish?
Why do you keep whipping me? And stop making fun of my deductions.
There, I saved you the trouble of disciplining him.
Yes. Even though I had no intention of doing so. The letter is stained with blood, which suggests it had indeed been placed somewhere on her left side. Therefore, I doubt there was some sort of mistaken report, not unless that report was given by you.
Yeah. Well, Cavell, say something.
No objections? Good. Then allow me to continue. So, we have established the existence of a second suspect.
No, we haven't. The murderer had to get in here, remember? Who else could have gotten in apart from Faraday and Ringer?
Whoever it was would have needed a key card. Judge Cavell proposed that the killer enter the room together with the victim. But what if there was something questionable about the very basis of her theory itself? This piece of evidence points to another suspect other than Kay.
I don't know offhand, but it's the key cards, yes. That makes sense.
Yeah, the record. Look again at the keycard record provided by Judge Gavel a short while ago. As already noted, the victim's keycard was used at 12:52 a.m. But you will note that someone else's keycard is also listed.
A mystery person who could have entered beforehand and lay in wait for the victim, you mean? This other person entered at 10:15 p.m., so it's certainly not outside the realm of possibility.
Except I'm afraid it is.
Eustace is the mascot of dumbassness. And where's your evidence, huh, Your Honor?
My evidence? I am the evidence, Detective. It was my keycard.
Oh, so what? But let me ask you this. Why on earth is her name not listed here? Huh?
Well, didn't maybe somebody stole her keycard and... Wait a minute. No.
Well, maybe somebody... I mean, it has to be true. Hang on.
It was my keycard.
Keycard record data updated in my organizer. Record of keycards you sent to the committee chamber.
There's nothing suspicious about a committee member entering the chamber as I please, is there?
Well, hold on a second. Well, okay, I guess they filled it in. Anyway, still.
Perhaps not, but that's also not the exonerating evidence you seem to think it is. Unless you can also prove that you yourself didn't murder your colleague.
Overruled. What utter nonsense! What would I have had to gain from killing her?
Objection!
Objection! I am sure you know how I'm going to answer that, Your Honor. I believe further investigation will shed light on any motives you might have had.
Overruled. I am a faithful servant of the goddess. Why would I ever resort to an act of crime? I used my keycard, that much is true, but my reason for entering this room is far from questionable.
I think this calls for what? Not yet, I don't know. Then perhaps you'd care to tell us why?
I had business here in the committee chamber. There were certain preparations to make.
Preparations? Sounds pretty suspicious to me.
I am not at liberty to share what I was preparing. Oops, sorry.
Try it again.
I am not at liberty to share what I was preparing for. But I am sure Prosecutor Edgeworth can make an educated guess.
My hearing. She must have been busy gathering the documents they were going to use against me.
Uh-oh. Yeah, down with vegetables. I don't know what that means, but I got something suspicious. You know how Kay Faraday always talks about how she's trying to steal the truth? Mm-hmm. Don't you think that it's possible she tried to sneak into that building to steal the truth?
I don't know.
I hope they don't use that trump card. Anyway, keep going.
To relieve me of my badge. All right, children, that's enough. It's good to keep our skills and our tongues sharp, especially when we're young, but that'll do for now. Who in the...
The heck is he wearing? He looks like a rock star, for God's sake.
Not to mention a biker. Really takes me back to the days of my youth. Back when I would wrangle with a certain detective. He disappeared, you know. I hope he's out there somewhere, living his best life. Hold up, maybe Cavell tried to kill Kay so she wouldn't figure some shit out?
Right,
No.
maybe.
You'll have to forgive me. It's just, I get so emotional. The tears, I can't stop them.
backgammon winner.
Winner?
Verity, my girl, do you ever stop working? Your dedication puts us all to shame. And it's this young Francisca I see before me? Dear child, when did you get so big?
Uncle Finna, it's been far too long.
Whoa. What? Francisca von Karma is related to this nutcase? What? I don't, or is that just a pet name she's using? But man, that means Eustace is her nephew. Ew. Or cousin. Ew. No, it's got to be a pet name. Anyway.
And so formal. I thought we were like family. You used to sit on my knee and shout, Unca Winner, at the top of your little lungs.
I don't know what the heck he's talking about.
But time goes by so very fast. One can't help but shed a tear.
Dad, what are you doing here?
What?
Well, what?
This chump of a dude is Eustace's dad?
Yeah, I guess so. Didn't you notice he said winner, right?
Yeah. So that's who it is.
What am I doing here? A committee member has been murdered, and you're in charge of the case, my boy.
What is this? Bring your pops to work day?
Silence! Do you have any idea who he is? This man is practically the right hand of the goddess herself. A former chief prosecutor and the current chairman of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence.
Now, Verity. There's no need to bring all that up. I'm just a harmless old man, really.
Allow me to apologize for the detective's rudeness. I am...
Oh, shut up with the goddess of justice bull piss.
Miles Edgeworth, correct? And your little subordinate, Dick Gumshoe. I am Excelsius Winner, father to this idiot boy, among other things. My wife and I were so happy when he was born. And now she's gone too. Heaven only knows to where.
Subordinate? You're being insubordinate.
His wife too? I hope that's not who's... Never mind.
Dad, you're here. Use my handkerchief.
Thank you, son. You're a good boy. In your own silly way.
Isn't that kind of a dick move? Like father, like son, I suppose. Though it's hard to say who's the bigger fool.
Well, Verity, I'll go see investigation.
Thank you for asking, sir. We have identified the prime suspect, 1K Faraday. We are currently trying...
Objection! You don't have nearly enough to make her your prime suspect, and you know it! Or have you forgotten what we just discovered about the letter?
Objection! I told you that was just a mix-up. They got the wrong puncture.
Don't test my patience! Swear to God, if they give us a bum steer and say Verity Cavel's the mama of uses, I'm gonna lose my piss.
No, she's not.
No.
But...
But...
Typical translation differences. Japan likes using Ojasan, Obasan for middle-aged men or women. Just happens to translate to uncle and aunt. Oh. Interesting.
All right, that's enough. Let's all just calm down, shall we?
I'm sorry you had to see that, sir. My humblest apologies.
I think you've all made your cases very clearly, all except for you, Eustace.
What? But Dad,
We are prosecutors, and it is our duty to identify suspects and bring them to justice. Think about it. They both have brown eyes. They're both assholes. It's possible.
Maybe. Anyway.
But I wouldn't dare call someone a suspect without evidence or a motive.
Please, Mr. Edgeworth, I know all about your relationship to the accused. Thick as thieves seems pretty apt based on what I've heard.
Kay's no criminal. She's helped us catch the bad guys loads of times.
Much about this case is still unclear, sir. Please, you have to let us...
It's heartwarming, really. The bonds of friendship are so strong among the young.
What the heck is he doing?
But circumstances being what they are, I'm afraid those bonds won't be enough.
What did he just set fire to?
I don't know. Just to intimidate.
I guess, what the heck is that supposed to mean?
The prosecutor's office needs this case cleared up as quickly as possible. Time is oh so precious, and we have so little of it. And there are so many other cases.
His blood flammable? I don't know if it is or not, but anyway.
I'm sorry, but you understand, of course, don't you? All right, Miss Kay Faraday. Time to come along quietly.
Yes, sir.
You're not taking her. She's innocent, I tell you.
To defy the chairman of the committee is to defy the law itself. It is an act so brazen, a hearing won't be necessary at all. Are you prepared for Mr. Edgeworth to lose his badge over this, detective?
What? So either Kay goes down, or Mr. Edgeworth loses his badge? What the heck am I supposed to do?
You'd use his badge to shield yourself? Oh, how the committee too has fallen.
Oh, hell no. That's it. I'm rolling up the sleeves. Kay, you're innocent. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
Thank you. We've only known each other for a short while, but you've been very kind. And I'm sorry. Sorry for being a criminal. Your contrition has been noted, Miss Faraday, and will be conveyed to the goddess of justice.
What in the world should I do?
I think it's time to make that choice, Mr. Edgeworth.
When I was little, all I wanted was to be like my father. There's that picture again. To become an attorney and fight for those who can't fight for themselves. But now, my fate is tied to that of this one tiny badge. One tiny badge against the life of a dear acquaintance. Who am I kidding? There's nothing to weigh up here.
I guess this is it. Goodbye, Mr. Edgeworth.
Damn it, Kay, quit talking like that. You're a cool individual, and this is the first time I ever complimented someone yet. This is a very good chance to do so. Thanks, Science. So damn it, Kay, keep your goddamn head up high. Yes, sir, I agree with you.
Hold it!
Hold it! Judge Cavell, a moment, please.
Yes? What is it?
Oh my God!
He just put it on the table.
Your badge. What is the meaning of this?
I am returning it. From this day forth, I'm a prosecutor no longer.
Whoa,
What? What? Oh, shit!
Well, okay, I have questions, but that'll wait.
Mr. Edgeworth.
What are you doing? Miles Edgeworth, explain yourself right now! You're giving it all up? Just like that?
You can't mean it, sir. Tell me you're kidding, please. If you're not a prosecutor anymore, then what does that make me?
I have one duty, and one duty alone, to pursue the truth. If being a prosecutor means I must turn a blind eye to the very truth before me, then I will gladly shed the title to be free.
Whoa.
Whoa. I'll carve my own path, one I believe in. I won't let my search for the truth end here.
Objection!
Icebrook, are you running away from the Karma? From me?
Say what you will, Francisca. You won't change my mind.
So you leave me behind again? I'll never forgive you for this! Never!
No. No. This is all my fault. None of this would have happened if it wasn't for me.
Wait! Kay, don't go!
Get after her.
You stay right where you are, detective.
But sir,
I'm not a prosecutor anymore.
don't say that. Where you go, I go, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm always there, right by your side.
There's no need for you to do that now, detective. Simply focus on your job and do what you can.
Okay.
Well, now, this is no good, is it? We've let a dangerous criminal run free. I try and I try. And yet, it's never enough.
There's no need to worry, sir. We'll set up a cordon. She won't get far.
She'd better not. I'd be very disappointed in you if she does.
Gumshoe socked pose always cracks me up.
Yep.
What was she frightening about his badge all of a sudden? What is this all about? To be continued.
Well, we're at.
Looks like we're gonna hang it up. It's about 1:58:22, and we're yep. Tune in next week as we continue Turnabout Forsaken as we go to a budding bond.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's been budding for the past 2 games now. So I cannot wait to see what's going on here. I mean, this is crazy.
Yeah, prosecutor Miles Edgeworth just gave up his prosecutor's badge in order to save Kay. Talk about devotion.
Absolutely.
Right?
So I guess he's going to become a defense attorney now.
I don't know. Maybe.
But here's
indeed, Zion.
Here's the question I have. How does that explain how he becomes chief prosecutor in Dual Destinies?
We're going to have to find out.
I have to figure, because I have to figure that this game, sets events before the events of Dual Destinies. I guess. I don't know. But
Gotta catch up on the first hour then. Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Dialos, by all means.
Yep, you can go back. You can watch this in the archives or catch up on the first hour or so. And you're going to have to tune in next week to figure out what happens next. So, in that vein, I'm the Cannonball Alex Steele.
I am the Package Andrew Steele.
We are the Steel Twins.
And we are for real.
Top guys out. Ciao.
Holy shit is right, Zion. Adios, muchacho.